Okay, so next method is use of standard limit. Okay, now we have to remember some standard limit. First one is limit x tending to 0 sin x by x is equals to 1. Okay, this is the formula. Limit x tending to 0 sin x by x is equals to 1. Okay, to prove this one I have two methods, one by using expansion and other by using LH rule. Okay, L'Hopital rule. So if you want to easily remember this one, then use L'Hopital rule. Okay, now what is the rule? See, anytime when we are putting the limit, if we are getting either 0 by 0 or infinite by infinite form. First, if you are putting the limit and you are getting 0 by 0 or infinite by infinite, then you can use LH rule. Then you can use LH rule. Okay, now what is this rule? According to this rule, you can differentiate numerator in numerator and differentiate denominator in denominator. Okay, and you can differentiate until we are not getting in determinant form. Okay, until we are not getting determinant form. So if you put x equals to 0, sin 0 is 0, x equals to 0, 0, but we are getting 0 by 0 form. Okay, so I can use this rule. According to this rule, differentiate numerator in numerator, what we are getting cos x, and differentiate denominator in denominator, what we are getting 1 with respect to x, whose limit is there. Okay, if limit is for x, then differentiate with respect to x. If limit is for t, then differentiate with respect to t, like this. Now with same limit, now put value of x. If you put x equals to 0, what we will get? Cos 0 equals to 1. Okay, so in this way you can prove or you can remember. But remember, limit x tending to 0 sin x by x is equals to 1. Now one thing is also, it is not necessary that you are using this formula only for sin x by x. Okay, na? You can also use these standard limit for sin at the place of x if you fx any function. Okay, then also you can use. Now it means sin fx by fx. For this one also you can use now, but if you want to use the formula for sin fx by fx, then we have some condition. Conditions are okay, I am writing condition for limit x tending to a sin of fx by fx equals to 1. If you want to write this limit as equals to 1, then we have some condition. Condition is actually now first thing, this one and this one must be same, because we have limit sin x by x, limit x tending to 0 sin x by x is equals to x 1. Okay, both are same now, so these two must be same. And if you put the limit x equals to 0, then you will get sin 0 by 0 form. So at x tending to a, this must be sin 0 by 0 form. Okay, so two things, both must be same, fx fx. And second one, when we are putting the limit, then we have to get sin 0, we must get sin 0 by 0 form. Okay, sin fx by fx. Condition for this one, na? First condition is must be same. And second one, when we are putting value of x, it means x equals to a, then you must get sin 0 by 0 form. It must be sin 0 by 0 form when we are putting value of x. Okay, so these two are the conditions. Second limit, limit x tending to 0 tan x by x, this is also equals to 1. Okay, again if you put x equals to 0, we are getting 0 by 0 form. So differentiate numerator in numerator and differentiate denominator in denominator. Derivative of this one is sec square x. Derivative of this one is 1. Sec square x by 1. Put x equals to 0, sec square 0 is equals to 1. Okay. Sin x by x, limit x tending to 0, sin x by x is equals to 1, and similarly x by sin x is also equals to 1. Okay na? If this is equals to 1, then opposite of this one is also equals to 1, but not need to write na. Third, limit x tending to 0, sin inverse x by x, this is also equals to 1, and limit x tending to 0, tan inverse x by x, this is also equals to 1. Okay, easily you can remember these four. Okay, and frequently we have to use these also. So limit x tending to 0, sin x by x equals to 1, x by sin x equals to 1, tan x by x equals to 1, x by tan x equals to 1, sin inverse x by x equals to 1, x by sin inverse x equals to 1, tan inverse x by x equals to 1. Okay, again how can we prove this one? By using L'Hopital, because again we are getting 0 by 0 form. Okay, if you differentiate tan inverse x, what you will get? 1 by 1 plus x square. This is the derivative of tan inverse x. In denominator, differentiation of x is 1. Now if you put x equals to 0, you will get 1 value. Okay, similarly also you can use for sin inverse x. Derivative of sin inverse x is 1 by root 1 minus x square. By derivative of x is 1. Now if you put x equals to 0, you will get value as 1. Okay. Okay. Now fifth one, and remember this one. Limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square. Okay, again at the place of x, if you have any function, then same thing. Okay, same condition for all type of a limit. Okay, what is the condition? If there is any other thing, then this one, suppose if there is a 2x, then there must be 2x square if you want to use this one. Okay, and this is equals to 1 by 2. If there is 2x, then here we want 2x square, because there is a x, that this is the square of this angle na. Okay, if 2x, then 2x square. If this is 10x, then here we want 10x square. Okay, and next is when we are putting x equals to 0, this must be 1 minus cos 0. It means 1 minus cos 0 by 0 form. Okay, when we are putting the limit. Now see, again if you want to prove this one, if you put x equals to 0, what we are getting? We are getting 0 by 0 form. So you can differentiate. If you differentiate numerator, what we are getting? Derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of cos x is minus sin x, minus minus become plus sin x, and derivative of x square is 2x. Now sin x by x is equals to 1. So total value is 1 by 2. Okay. Actually sin x by x is just less than 2 1. Okay, but approximate value is equals to 1. If you want a limit, then 1, but exact value of sin x by x is always less than 1. Okay, then 6, limit x tending to 0, e power x minus 1 by x. Again if you put x equals to 0, then we are getting same 0 by 0 form. Okay na, e power 0 is equals to 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. You can use L'Hopital. If you use L'Hopital, derivative of e power x is e power x, derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of x is differentiation of numerator in numerator. So we are getting e power x, differentiation of denominator in denominator. Now put x equals to 0, what you will get? 1. Okay. Limit x tending to 0, at the place of e, if you have any other constant, a power x minus 1 by x. Okay na, then answer is ln a. Ln a, it means log with the base e. Okay na, ln it means log natural, log with the base e. A power x minus 1 by x, value of this one is ln a. Again 0 by 0 form. Here a must be positive, because a power x na exponential function. So exponential function is only defined for positive. If you differentiate a power x, what we are getting? A power x into log a. In denominator 1. Now put x equals to 0. A power 0 is 1. 1 into log a, log a. So ln a. Okay. Limit x tending to 0, ln 1 plus x by x. This one must be remembered. Okay. Now and also this one now. Limit x tending to 0 ln 1 plus x by x. Again, if you put directly value of x, then you will get 0 by 0 form. Okay, differentiate numerator in numerator and denominator in denominator. Derivative of ln 1 plus x is 1 by 1 plus x, and differentiation of x is 1. Now put x equals to 0. What you will get? You will get 1. Okay. Ninth, limit x tending to a x power n minus a power n by x minus a. Limit x tending to a x power n minus a power n by x minus a. If you put x equals to a power n minus a power n 0, a minus a 0. Okay. So again you can use L'Hopital to get the value of this one, and you will get value of this is equal to n into a power n minus 1. Okay na? Just differentiate numerator in numerator and denominator in denominator. Derivative of x power n is n x power n minus 1. Derivative of constant is 0, 1, 0. So what we are getting? N x power n minus 1, replace x with a at the end now. So what you are getting? N a power n minus 1. Okay. And limit x tending to 0, 1 plus x power 1 by x. This is equal to a. Proof of this one you will get when we will take now at the end of limit, we will take the limit for 1 power infinite form. Okay, and that portion you will get the proof of this one. Actually, if you put x equals to 0, what we are getting? This is 1. 1 by 0 is infinity, 1 power infinity. And if you want at this time, then if there is 1 power infinity, suppose 4fx power gx, by putting the value we are getting 1 power infinity, then formula is e power limit x tending to a fx minus 1 into gx. So similarly, if you use this formula, then e power limit x tending to 0, there is limit is 0 na, fx minus 1, this one minus 1 is x into gx, gx is power 1 by x, x cancel out, what we are getting? E power 1 equals to a. Okay, but at this time directly remember. And last 11th, limit x tending to a, sorry, x tending to 0, 1 plus ax whole power 1 by x. At the place of x, if you have ax, then answer is e power a. Okay, write down. Now we will take example based on these. Okay, so just simply limit x tending to 0, sin x by x equals to 1, tan x by x, limit x tending to 0, tan x by x equals to 1, sin inverse x by x equals to 1, tan inverse x by x equals to 1, limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square is equals to 1 by 2. Remember, limit x tending to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is equals to 1. Limit x tending to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is equals to log a. Okay, limit x tending to 0, log 1 plus x by x is equals to 1. Okay, limit x tending to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a is equals to n a power n minus 1. Okay, can I have? Okay, first question, when limit of these, a part of this one is limit x tending to 0, sin 2x by 5x, b limit x tending to 0 sin 8x into cot 3x. Okay, first solve this. Now see first one, limit x tending to 0 sin 2x by 5x. Okay, you want value of this one. Now actually here we have direct formula now, but we have formula for sin x by x. Sin x by x, but this is not sin x by x now, this is sin 2x by 5x. So actually I can convert this one in terms of sin x by x. Okay, what is the condition? If there is 2x, then in denominator also we want 2x, and this must be of sin 0 by 0 form. This is the only condition. Okay, so try to convert this one in standard form, limit x tending to 0 sin 2x. So here what we want 2x, but there is no 2x. Here we have 5x now, so here we have 5x. It means I am multiplying with 2x from our side now, so just multiply with 2x in numerator also. Now equal, both are same thing now. Okay, now this is like sin x by x form, and when I am putting value of x equals to 0, then sin 0 by 0 form also. Okay, now this value here x cancel out, and this value is equals to, or limit with all now, this value is equals to 1 and remaining is 2 by 5. So answer is 2 by 5. Sin x by x, x tending to 0 is equals to 1 now. Okay. B, sin 8x, limit x tending to 0 sin 8x into cot 3x. Okay, I have some standard limit, but not for sin 8x into cot 3x. We have for sin x by x or tan x by x. Okay, so 1 minute I can convert cot in terms of tan. See, limit x tending to 0 sin 8x, and this one can be written as 1 by tan 3x. Okay, and we have standard formula for sin x by x and tan x by x. Okay, there is 8x, then divide with 8x, then I have to multiply with 8x also now. Okay, I am multiplying here 8x. Here we are dividing with 8x now, so I am multiplying with 8x in numerator. Okay, tan 3x. If you want to convert this one in terms of tan x by x, then here we want 3x, then also divide with 3x. Okay, now x cancel out. Now limit x tending to 0. This is fx into gx, so you can write the limit with both. Okay, now we have na theorems for limit. Limit x tending to a fx into gx can be written as limit x tending to a into fx of fx into limit x tending to a into gx. Okay, sorry, limit x tending to a in fx into limit x tending to a gx. So it means I can write limit with both. Then put the value sin x by x, sin 0 by 0 form. Value of this one is equals to 1. Okay, value of this one tan x by x, x by tan x or tan x by x, we have limit equals to 1, and this one is 8 by 3. Okay, so complete 8 by 3. Okay, next, limit x tending to 0 1 minus cos 5x by 3x square. Okay, now this is limit x tending to 0 1 minus cos 5x by 3x square. Do you have any standard limit in this one? Yes, we have now 1 minus cos x by x square. At the place of x, what we have? We have 5x. Then in denominator also we want 5x square. If there is x, then we want x square. If there is 5x, then we want 5x square. Okay, then no problem. So I can write this one as limit x tending to 0 1 minus cos of 5x, and here what we want? We want 5x square. 5x square, but there is no 5x square. Okay, then multiply with 5x square, and in denominator 3x square. Now x square cancel out. 5 square is 35, 25. Okay, 25 by 3. Okay, now put the values. limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square is equals to 1 by 2, standard limit. We have direct formula, okay. And here x square cancel out, 25 by 3. So answer is 25 by 6. Okay, write down. Can I have? Question number 3. Limit x tending to 0, root 1 plus 10x minus root 1 plus sin x by x cube. Okay. Now see, we want limit of this one. Now if I put x equals to 0 directly, then what we are getting? 1 minus 1, 0, and in denominator also 0. We are getting 0 by 0 form. Okay, so directly we can't put value of x equals to 0. Then we have to use any method. Now see, I want to use standard limit, but at this time we have standard limit for tan x by x, sin x by x. There is no standard limit including root of 1 plus tan x or root 1 plus sin x now. Okay, then first we have to simplify this one. First we have to convert this one in form so that we can apply the standard limits. Okay, now how to simplify this one? Directly you can't solve this one now. Directly we can't apply any standard limit for this question. Now how to solve? There is a root and we didn't want root. Okay, then I can rationalize. There is root a plus, there is root a minus root b now. So multiply with root a plus root b in numerator, denominator. Okay. Then you will get values without root. So see, limit x tending to 0. First I am simplifying this one. Okay. Why we are simplifying? Such that we can apply the any standard limit formula. Root 1 plus tan x minus root 1 plus sin x by x cube. I am multiplying with this one plus this one in numerator and denominator. Root 1 plus tan x plus root 1 plus sin x by root 1 plus tan x plus root 1 plus sin x. Okay. Now limit x tending to 0. Root a minus b, a plus b, a square minus b square. A square 1 plus tan x, b square is 1 plus sin x. 1 will be cancelled out. You will get only tan x minus sin x by x cube. This one into this one is tan x minus sin x because 1 will be cancelled out. Okay, in denominator here we have 1 by root over 1 plus tan x plus root 1 plus sin x. Now only try to simplify this one because this is already simplified. There is no need to simplify this one because when we are putting na x equals to 0, this is neither equals to 0 or infinity. Okay, it means this is finite value na. So if you can solve this one, then we can apply na limit fx into gx rule. Okay, theorem of this. So limit with fx into limit with gx. Okay, so limit for this one easily we can find. So this one as it is, just solve this one. Now see, in this one what we have, if I put x equals to 0, again we are getting 0 by 0 form. 0 by 0 form. Okay, now how to simplify? Now see, now you can't use this one that divide with x cube. We have formula for tan x by x. Here x cube, not only x now. If there is only x, then I can divide x with the tan and x with the sine. X with tan and sine. Okay, then 1 minute, no problem. Limit x tending to 0. Tan x can be written as sin x by cos x. After that I can take common sin x, and 1 sin x can be used with 1 x sin x by x. I can write x cube as x into x square na. Okay, now see, so I am taking, this is sin x by cos x, I am taking sin x common. Then what means 1 by cos x minus 1 by x cube. Okay, with the sin x I can use 1x into x square. 1 by root over 1 plus tan x plus root over 1 plus sin x. Now we didn't have any problem with respect to this one. Sin x by x is standard form. Okay, but again if you put x equals to 0, this is 0, this is 1 na, cos 0 is equals to 1, 1 minus 1 0, again 0 by 0 form. Okay, so again we have to simplify this. 1 minute, we have standard limit now, 1 minus cos x by x square. Okay, then no problem. Now see, limit x tending to 0, sin x by x. Okay, I am writing this one as separately because we have standard limit for this one. If you take LCM cos x, then 1 minus cos x in numerator, I am writing x square with that. Okay, now in denominator what we have, cos x, I am writing separately 1 by cos x into 1 by root over 1 plus tan x plus root over 1 plus sin x. Now see, x into x square, x cube is complete now. We have standard limit for this one, we have standard limit for this one, and now for x equals to 0, these both are finite value. Cos 0 equals to 1, so not indeterminate form na, determinate form, and this is also root 1 plus root 1, it means 2. Okay, so then I can use the theorem for limit x tending to a fx into gx can be written as limit with fx into limit with gx. If there is more than two function, also same thing, limit with this one into limit with this one into limit with this one into limit with this one. But remember, this is only we can write if these all has finite value, these all limit has finite value. Suppose these are standard limit and here you are getting again 0 by 0 form, then you can't write now. Okay, but at this time this is finite now, so we can write. See now, in first line in the theorem of theorem for limit, we have first line that if limit x tending to a fx and limit x tending to a gx both are finite, L and M finite, then you can use this theorem. Okay, so limit of this one, standard limit 1, limit of this one 1 by 2, limit of this one, put x equals to 0, 1, limit of this one. Okay, put x equals to 0, what we are getting, 1 by 1 plus 1 2, so answer is 1 by 4. Okay, okay, remember that sometimes by using the standard limit question becomes simplified. Okay, if you use L'Hopital for this one, then it becomes lengthy. Okay, because of that reason I will take the question by using L'Hopital at the end. Okay, can I write down? Okay, question number 4, limit x tending to 1, x cube plus x square minus 2 by sin x minus 1. This one na, yeah, x cube plus x square minus 2 by sin x minus 1. Okay, try to solve this one. See, limit x tending to 1. If you put x equals to 1, what we are getting, 1 plus 1 2, 2 minus 2 equals to 0, 0 by 0 form, because sin 1 minus 1 is 0, sin 0 is also equals to 0, no? So we have 0 by 0 form, it means in determinant form directly we can't put x equals to 1. Okay, now see, can I use a standard limit? Here we have sin x minus 1, then in numerator, in denominator of this one or in numerator of this one, also we want x minus 1 to convert this one in terms of sin x by x. Okay, sin x minus 1. Now at x equals to 1, this becomes 0 now, it means x minus 1 is a factor of this one, so x minus 1. Now what it means, product what we want, x cube, so x square. Now x cube is complete, minus x square, but we want plus x square, and plus 2x. Now see na, minus x square plus 2x square, after solving plus x square, minus 2x, but there is no minus 2x, so you want plus 2x, so plus 2. Okay, this is the factor, or you can divide this one with x minus 1, then you will get this one. Okay, now I can write limit x tending to 1, x minus 1 by sine of x minus 1 into x square plus 2x plus 1. I am writing this one as fx into gx, so I can use the theorem for limit. Okay, now this is the standard limit or not? Obviously x by sin x form. When we are putting x equals to 1, what we are getting? 0 by sin 0 form. Okay, then simple. So limit of this one is standard limit 1, limit of this one finite value, so I can write, put x equals to 1, what we are getting? Sorry, this is 2, and 1 plus 2 plus 2, so answer is 5. Okay, write down. Remember, if this is not indeterminate form, this is indeterminate form, then you can't write this one limit separately. Okay, na? We can separate both if both are, from both we are getting finite limit. Okay, fifth one, limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos x into root of cos 2x by x square. Okay, if you put x equals to 0, we are getting 0 by 0 form. It means directly we can't put the value of x. Okay, then simplify. How to simplify? If you know 1 minus cos x by x square, for that we have limit, but there is no only 1 minus cos x now, and also we have multiplication with root cos 2x. Now can you simplify? Can you multiply? No, because of root. If there is no root, then I can put value of cos 2x as 1 minus 2 sin square x or 2 cos square x minus 1. Then we can simplify. But at this time we can't simplify. Oh, it means to simplify this one, here we want this value without root. Yeah, yes. Then rationalize. Okay, then limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos x into root cos 2x by x square. I am rationalizing numerator. Then 1 plus cos x into root cos 2x by 1 plus cos x into root cos 2x. Okay. Okay. Now after that multiply, limit x tending to 0, a minus b, a plus b, a square minus b square, what we are getting? 1 minus cos square x into cos 2x by x square, and this one as it is 1 by 1 plus cos x into root over cos 2x. Okay. Why I am not multiplying this one? Because there is no problem with this one. If you put x equals to 0, this is already finite value. 1 by 1 plus cos 0 is 1, cos 0 is 1. 1 by 2 we are getting finite. So we have problem with this one, not with that one. Limit x tending to 0. Okay, now 1 minus cos square x, cos square x. Now which formula we have to use at the place of cos 2x? 2 cos square x minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sin square x? 1 minus 2 sin square x. Why? Because if you use now 1 minus 2 sin square x, at the end I can take common sin square, and sin square by x square become 1, standard limit sin x by x. Okay, then 1 minus 2 sin square x by x square, this one is as it is 1 by 1 plus cos x root over cos 2x. Limit x tending to 0, see what we are getting? Minus cos square x. 1 minus cos square x is sin square x. Okay, and this one is 2 cos square x into sin square x by x square. Okay, and 1 by 1 plus cos x root over cos 2x. Okay, now you can take common sin square x. Limit x tending to 0, if I am taking common sin square x, what we are getting? 1 plus 2 cos square x. Now you can write the x square in denominator of this one, because sin x by x, this is the sin x by x whole square. Now we have standard limit equals to 1. Okay, and this is determinant form into 1 by 1 plus cos x root cos 2x. Okay, now use the standard limit. Limit of this one is standard limit 1 into limit of this one finite, so I can write, if you put x equals to 0, what we are getting? 1 plus 2 and limit of this one 1 by 2. Okay, so answer is 3 by 2. Okay, write down. Okay, question number 6. Limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos of 1 minus cos x by x power 4. Oh, this is cos of 1 minus cos x. How can we simplify this one? See, limit x tending to 0. In denominator we have x power 4. 1 minus cos 1 minus cos x. 1 minus cos x, for this one we have formula 2 sin square x by 2. 1 minus cos x can be written as 2 sin square x by 2. Now see, this is like 1 minus cos x, obviously, and when you are putting x equals to 0, this x is going to 0, approaches to 0. Okay, na? So 1 minus cos x, x is also going to 0. Okay, so 1 minus cos x. So I can use that standard limit now. 1 minus cos x by x square. 1 minus cos x, then in denominator what do you want? Square of this one. Okay, limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos of 2 sin square x by 2. Okay, and you want square of this one in denominator. So what you want? 2 sin square x by 2 whole square. This one you want. Then this is like 1 minus cos x by x square. Then we are getting na. And in 1 minus cos x by x square, well, limit x tending to 0. This is equals to 1 by 2 na. Okay, see, this one must be square of this one, and when we are putting x equals to 0, this must be cos 0 and 0 form. Sin 0 equals to 0 na, so cos 0 by 0 form we are getting. Okay, so I can use now, but there is not 2 sin square x by 2. Okay, then multiply na. Then if you multiply this one in numerator also, 4 sin 4 x by 2. Okay, and in denominator what do you have? X power 4. Okay, limit x tending to 0. This is a standard limit, 1 minus cos 2 sin square. Directly we can't put value at this sign now, because first we have to clarify that this must be a finite value. Both must be finite now, then we can write this one into this one. Okay, 2 sin square x by 2 whole square. Now how can I convert? Okay, sin x by 2, I can also write this one as sin x by x form. See, sin x by 2 by x by 2 power 4. Okay, now here if you take power 4, this one 4 is not there, now this. Okay, if you take power 4, then x power 4, x power 4 we have, but by 2 power 4, there is no 2 power 4, then in multiplication 2 power 4. Now okay, now if you take power 4, then all will be same, and this sin x by x is standard limit. Okay, then no problem. This one is standard limit 1 by 2. 4 by 2 power 4, 2 power 4 is 16, 4 by 16 is 1 by 4. Standard limit 1 power 4. Okay, limit of this one into limit of this one. Okay, so what we are getting? 1 by 8. Okay, write down. Simple now. Okay, next question number 7. Limit x tending to 0, x square cos 1 by x by sin x. Okay, now limit x tending to 0. Here we have sin x, x by sin x. standard form. So x by sine x. Now remaining is x cos of 1 by x. Now this is equal to 1, but you can only put this one equals to 1 if this is also finite. It means you can use theorem if both are finite. Okay na? So check for this one. If I put x equals to 0, this is 0, and this one is cos 1 by 0. Cos 1 by 0 is cos infinity. If you put x equals to 0, this is 0, and this is cos 1 by 0 is infinity. Now cos infinity, now it doesn't matter. Write any value of x from minus infinity to plus infinity, but value of cos is always from minus 1 to plus 1. So 0 into, it can take any value, cos infinity. We didn't know the exact value of this one, but I have one confirmation that this value is must be lies between minus 1 to plus 1, any value from minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, now take any value from minus 1 to plus 1. If you multiply with 0, then answer is 0. It means finite, then okay. So limit of this one is standard limit 1 into limit of this one, directly put x equals to 0, because directly we are getting finite value now, so I can put, then this is 0 and this one is cos infinity. Okay, now 1 into 0 cos infinity is minus 1 to plus 1, any value. Multiply 0 with minus 1 to plus 1, any value, this is equals to 0, and here 1, then finally we are getting 0. Okay, so answer is 0. So remember, cos infinity or sine infinity, both can take any value from minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, value is not fixed, but it is fixed that these always lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Value of sine and cos both lies between minus 1 to plus 1. So if you are multiplying any value between these two with a 0, choose any value. Suppose 0, then 0 into 0, 0. If 1, then 1 into 0 is also 0. 1 by 2 into 0 also 0. Okay, no problem. Write down. Okay, done. Now next, question number 8. Limit x tending to 0, root 1 plus x sine x and minus root over cos 2x by tan square x by 2. Okay, again, how can we find the limit of this? Again, same thing. We have some standard limit like sin x by x equals to 1, tan x by x equals to 1, 1 minus cos x by x square equals to 1. But we didn't have any standard limit for root now. So first I have to simplify this one. How to simplify? Rationalize. Okay. Limit x tending to 0, root over 1 plus x sin x minus root over cos 2x by tan square x by 2. I am rationalizing numerator, so multiplying with plus sign in numerator and denominator. Root 1 plus x sin x plus root over cos 2x, same in denominator. Root 1 plus x sin x plus root over cos 2x. Limit x tending to 0. Now if you multiply a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square, a square is 1 plus x sin x minus b square is cos 2x. Okay, in denominator tan square x by 2, and this one written as separate because there is no problem with this one. Now if you put x equals to 0, we are getting finite. Okay na? So 1 plus x sin x plus root over cos 2x. And now how can I solve? This is finite value, so there is no need to simplify this one. This is already simplified. Directly you can put x equals to 0, but not at this time. You can put x equals to 0 when this become finite. Okay na? This limit must be finite, then you can use the theorems. Okay. 1 minus cos 2x can be written as 2 sin square x. 1 minus cos 2x can be written as 2 sin square x plus x sin x. tan square x by 2, and this one as it is 1 by root over 1 plus x sin x plus root over cos 2x. Now see, now here sin x tan x, so I can use standard limit. Okay, now sin x by x equals to 1, tan x by x equals to 1. So here sin square x, in denominator what we want, x square, sin square x by x square, sin x by x whole square. Okay, here we have x sin x, in denominator what we want, again x square, then one x will be cancelled out, then remaining is x sin x by x. Okay, tan square x by 2, in denominator what we want, x by 2 square. It means divide this one with, okay, or convert, divide the x square in numerator and denominator. Okay, then limit x tending to 0, 2, this is sin x by x whole square. I am dividing with x square in numerator and denominator both. Okay, divide with x square, 1 x cancel out, what we have, sin x by x. Divide with x square, what we have, tan x by 2 by x whole square. Okay, but here we want x by 2. Okay, no problem, x by 2, then here 1 by 2 square, then 2 square will be cancelled out now. Okay, into 1 by root over 1 plus x sin x plus root cos 2x. Now apply, this is finite. Okay, standard limit now, and also there is no indeterminate form, so now you can use the standard limit. If you use standard limit, what we are getting, this is equals to 2 into this is equals to 1 plus this is equals to 1. Okay, this is equals to 1 by 2 square, 1 by 4 into 1, and this one is equals to 1 by 1 plus 1, 2, 1 by 4, this is 3. So what we are getting total is 12 into 1 by 2, answer is 6. Okay, write down. Okay, can I have? Next, limit x tending to 0 e power 4x minus 1 by 10x. Now we are taking the question using standard limit e power x minus 1 by x equals to 1. See, limit x tending to 0 e power 4x minus 1. We have standard limit that limit x tending to 0 e power x minus 1 by x equals to 1. Here we have e power 4x minus 1. Then in denominator what we want, 4x, because both must be same. Now this is the standard limit. Okay. Now here what we have, 10x. Then in numerator what do we want? We want x. Then 10x by x or x by 10x, standard limit, that is equals to 1. Now see, x cancel out, so 4 same thing, but there is no 4, so into 4. Now this one is equals to this one. Now use a standard limit. Limit of this one is 1. Limit of this one is 1. Finite, so 4. Okay, so answer is 4. Okay, enough. Now next, see. Limit x tending to 0 e power 10x minus e power x by 10x minus x. Okay, now try this one. Okay, see, here we have standard limit that e power x minus 1 by x is equals to 1. E power x minus 1, e power x minus 1. Here what we want, 1. Take common e power x, because if you take common e power x, here what you will get, 10x minus x. In denominator also we have 10x minus x. It means this is the x, e power x minus 1 by x. Okay, So limit x tending to 0, I have to take common e power x. If you take common e power x, then this one by this one is e power 10x minus x minus 1. In denominator what we have, 10x minus x. Now see, this is like e power x minus 1 by x, that is equals to 1. We know that limit x tending to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is equals to 1. To use this limit, we have two conditions. These two must be same. And when we are putting x equals to 0, what we are getting, e power 0 minus 1 by 0 form. If you put x equals to 0, tan 0 minus 0. Tan 0 is also 0, no? So we are getting e power 0 minus 1 by 0 form. Then okay. Now, limit of this one, put x equals to 0, 1. E power 0 is equals to 1. Na? Limit of this one is standard limit 1. So answer is 1. Okay. In this way. Okay, right next. Can I have? Next question is limit x tending to 0, e power x square minus cos x by x square. Okay. Now you can't take common cos x because this is not in e power, no? Okay, then actually in denominator we have x square, then e power x minus 1 by x, that is x square, so x must be x square. And okay, so what we want, e power x square minus 1 by x square, so there we want minus 1, so add minus 1 and subtract minus 1. E power x square, what we want, minus 1. Okay, so I am subtracting 1 and adding 1 minus cos x by x square. Okay, now limit x tending to 0, this one by this one, e power x square minus 1 by x square, and plus this one by this one, 1 minus cos x by x square, and both are standard limit and finite, so I can use the theorem of limit. Limit with this one, standard limit is 1. E power x minus 1 by x form, na? Limit of this one, standard limit is 1 by 2. So answer is 3 by 2. Simple. Okay. Now last question. Can I have? Limit x tending to 0, e power sine 2x minus e power sine x by x. Okay, now again e power form, but we know that we have formula for e power x minus 1 by x. Okay, so see what I am doing, take common e power sine x, because here I want 1 na, and this is in e power, so e power this one by this one is e power sine 2x minus sine x, so I am taking common e power sine x. What you will get, this one by this one is e power sine 2x minus sine x, okay, minus 1 by x. Now limit x tending to 0, e power sine x, this is the finite value, there is no problem, because if you put x equals to 0, sine 0 is 0, e power 0 become 1. Okay, no problem. Into e power sine 2x minus sine x minus 1. Then in denominator what you want, e power x minus 1 by x, it means we want sine 2x minus sine x. Okay, but there is no sine 2x minus sine x, so multiply with this one, sine 2x minus x, sorry, minus sine x by x. Okay, now limit x tending to 0, this is finite, no problem with this one, e power sine x, this is standard limit, no problem with this one. Okay, so e power sine 2x minus sine x minus 1 by sine 2x minus sine x, but we have problem with this one, if you put x equals to 0, we are getting 0 by 0 form. Okay, now see, sine 2x can be written as 2 sine x cos x, so I can take common sine x. If you take common sine x, then what remains, 2 cos x minus 1, and write this x with a sign. Now no problem. Okay, so just put limit of this one is e power 0 is 1, limit of this one is standard limit 1, limit of this one is standard limit 1. Okay, put x equals to 0, what we are getting 2 minus 1, so answer is 1. Okay, the remaining we will take tomorrow.